7 acts that make women fall madly in love with you. After this, they'll be begging for you. You've been told love is a mystery, but what if I told you there's a formula to it? Not tricks, not games, but powerful actions that speak straight to her heart. These aren't the usual clichés. They're the steps that can turn attraction into obsession. Ready to learn the moves that will make her crave being around you? Let's dive in, and by the end, you'll know exactly how to leave her wanting more. 1. Be confident, not cocky. Confidence is one of the most magnetic traits a man can have. It's a subtle, unspoken strength that doesn't need to announce itself. It's felt in how you walk into a room, how you handle challenges, and how you communicate with others. Real confidence comes from knowing your own value without needing external validation. Women are instinctively drawn to men who project this inner strength because it makes them feel secure and protected. But there's a critical difference between confidence and cockiness. Confidence is quiet, steady, and grounded, while cockiness is loud, insecure, and attention-seeking. To embody confidence, start by focusing on your body language. Stand tall, shoulders back, and maintain eye contact when you speak. This posture alone communicates volumes about your self-assurance. When you speak, do so with conviction, but not arrogance. Confidence allows room for others to shine too. It doesn't need to dominate the conversation or always be the center of attention. For example, when you're talking to her, don't feel the need to fill every silence with words or constantly talk about yourself. Let her see that you're comfortable in the silence, and she'll sense your inner strength. Confidence also means being decisive and comfortable with your choices. Whether it's making decisions about where to go on a date or how to handle a difficult situation, showing her that you can lead with confidence will make her feel safe and trust you more. Women look for men who can stand firm in their decisions, not ones who are constantly second-guessing themselves. This doesn't mean being inflexible. Rather, it's about knowing when to take charge and when to listen. In essence, confidence is about owning who you are, your strengths and weaknesses, and being comfortable in your own skin. This creates a natural attraction because it signals that you don't need to seek approval from others. Women find this incredibly attractive because it's rare to find someone who is genuinely at peace with themselves. This calm, quiet strength will naturally draw her toward you without you needing to put on a show. 2. Show genuine interest in her. One of the most common mistakes men make is thinking they need to impress a woman by talking about themselves. But here's the truth. Women are far more impressed when you show genuine interest in them. This goes beyond asking superficial questions or nodding along as she talks. Women can sense when a man is truly curious about who they are, what they care about, and what drives them. When you show that you're listening, really listening, it makes her feel valued and understood. And that's the foundation of any meaningful connection. Start by asking questions that go beyond the usual small talk. Instead of just asking what she does for work, ask her why she chose that career. What motivates her? What are her dreams and aspirations? When you dive deeper into these conversations, you show her that you're interested in who she is as a person, not just her appearance. This creates an emotional connection, which is far more powerful than any physical attraction. Active listening is crucial here. When she's talking, focus entirely on her. Put your phone away, maintain eye contact, and listen to what she's saying without interrupting. When she finishes, instead of immediately jumping in with your own stories, ask follow-up questions. This shows her that you're engaged and genuinely curious about her life. Women want to feel heard, and when you can provide that, you set yourself apart from most men who are too busy thinking about what they're going to say next. Another way to show genuine interest is by remembering the little details she shares with you. If she mentions her favorite book, movie, or a place she's always wanted to visit, bring it up in future conversations. This shows her that you were paying attention and that you care enough to remember the things that are important to her. When you make her feel seen in this way, she'll naturally feel more connected to you, and that connection is what will make her fall for you over time. 3. Be mysterious, but not too distant. There's something undeniably intriguing about a man who doesn't reveal everything about himself right away. Women are naturally curious, and when you keep an air of mystery around you, it makes them want to know more. However, being mysterious doesn't mean being aloof or emotionally unavailable. It's about finding the right balance between sharing enough to keep her interested while leaving enough unsaid to make her want to dig deeper into who you are. Think of it like peeling back the layers of an onion. Don't spill your entire life story on the first date or in the first few conversations. Instead, reveal bits and pieces of yourself gradually. Maybe you mention a passion or a unique experience, but don't dive into all the details right away. Let her ask questions and show curiosity. This creates a sense of intrigue, making her want to learn more about you over time. But remember, there's a fine line between being mysterious and being closed off. If you come across as emotionally unavailable or unwilling to share anything personal, she might feel like you're not interested in building a real connection. The key is to balance mystery with vulnerability. For example, you can talk about your goals and ambitions, but keep certain details vague, allowing her to ask more. At the same time, when she asks you something personal, be open to sharing a bit more, but always leave some room for her to wonder. This push and pull dynamic keeps her emotionally invested because she feels like there's always more to discover about you. The more she wonders, the more she thinks about you, and that's exactly what keeps her intrigued and wanting more. However, ensure that when you're with her, you're fully present and engaged. The mystery should be about your personal life, not about whether or not you're interested in her. Show her that you care, but let the depth of who you are unfold naturally over time. 4. Be consistent and reliable. One of the most underrated qualities that women find attractive in men is consistency. In a world full of uncertainty, a man who is consistent and reliable is like a breath of fresh air. When you're consistent, you're predictable in the best way possible. You show up when you say you will, you keep your word, and you make her feel secure in the relationship. This reliability builds trust, and trust is the cornerstone of any lasting connection. Consistency doesn't mean doing the same things over and over. It means being dependable in your actions and behavior. If you say you're going to call her, call her. If you make plans with her, follow through. These small acts of consistency demonstrate that you're someone she can count on, and that's incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to men who make them feel safe, not just physically, but emotionally. When she knows that she can rely on you, her walls come down and she becomes more vulnerable and open with you. In a world where people are often flaky or inconsistent, being someone who keeps their word is a rare quality. Many men start strong, showing interest and attention in the beginning, but then their efforts fade as time goes on. This inconsistency leaves women feeling unsure about where they stand and whether or not they can trust the man they're with. If you can stay consistent, not just in the beginning, but throughout the entire relationship, you'll stand out as someone who's genuinely invested. Being reliable also means being emotionally available when she needs you. If she's going through a tough time, be there to listen and support her. Don't just be consistent when it's convenient for you. Show up for her when it matters most. This level of dependability creates a sense of security that deepens the emotional connection between you. And the more she feels she can trust you, the more she'll let herself fall in love with you. 5. Be passionate about your own life. Passion is contagious. When you're deeply passionate about something, whether it's your career, a hobby, or a personal goal, it radiates from you and draws people in. Women are especially attracted to men who have a sense of purpose and drive in their lives. It shows that you're not just drifting aimlessly, but that you have a vision for your future and you're actively working toward it. This ambition signals to her that you're someone who is going places, and she'll naturally want to be part of that journey. Being passionate doesn't mean you have to be wildly successful or have your life completely figured out. It's more about the energy and enthusiasm you bring to whatever it is that lights you up. When you talk about your passions, whether it's a project at work, a creative endeavor, or a personal mission, do so with excitement and purpose. This shows her that you're deeply engaged in your own life and that you have something meaningful driving you. Women are attracted to men who are self-motivated and have a sense of direction. When she sees that you're passionate about your own goals, it makes her believe that you'll bring that same level of commitment and passion to a relationship. Plus, having your own passions and interests makes you more interesting and well-rounded. It shows that you're not just living for the moment, but are building something bigger for yourself and potentially for both of you. But it's important to balance your passion with time for her. While being driven and focused on your goals is attractive, you don't want to come across as so consumed by your passions that you neglect her. Show her that you can pursue your dreams while still making space for her in your life. This balance of ambition and availability is what makes a man truly irresistible. When she sees that you're both passionate about your life and able to make her a priority, she'll fall for you even harder. 6. Be vulnerable without being weak. In a world where men are often told to hide their emotions, showing vulnerability can be a game changer in relationships. But vulnerability doesn't mean weakness. In fact, it takes incredible strength to be open about your feelings and experiences. When you can share your struggles, fears, and challenges in a way that shows growth and resilience, it creates a deeper level of connection with a woman. Vulnerability, when done right, is about being honest and real, without coming across as overly needy or insecure. For example, if you've been through tough times, whether it's a personal loss, a career setback, or a period of self-doubt, don't be afraid to share those experiences with her. But focus on how you overcame them and what you learned in the process. This not only makes you relatable, but it also shows her that you're strong enough to face adversity head-on. Women appreciate men who can be real with them because it shows that you're not hiding behind a mask of perfection. However, vulnerability doesn't mean unloading all your emotional baggage at once. It's about being selective and thoughtful about what you share and when. Timing is everything. In the early stages of dating, you want to show enough vulnerability to create a connection, but not so much that it overwhelms her. As the relationship progresses, you can gradually open up more, allowing her to see the deeper layers of who you are. When you're vulnerable in a healthy way, it creates a space for her to be vulnerable too. This mutual openness fosters trust and intimacy, which are essential for any strong relationship. The more she feels she can trust you with her emotions, the more she'll open up to you. And that's when true love can grow. Women don't just want a man who's tough on the outside. They want someone who's emotionally available and capable of connecting on a deeper level. 7. Make her feel special but not smothered. Everyone wants to feel special, and women are no different. But there's a delicate balance between making her feel appreciated and overwhelming her with too much attention. When you show her that she's important to you, whether through small gestures, kind words, or acts of thoughtfulness, it makes her feel valued and cherished. But at the same time, giving her space to miss you is equally important. Women are naturally more drawn to men who don't overwhelm them with constant attention, but know how to strike the perfect balance. Making her feel special doesn't always have to be grand or expensive. It's often the small, thoughtful gestures that leave the biggest impression. Sending her a simple text in the middle of the day to let her know you're thinking of her, planning a date based on something she's mentioned she loves, or remembering the little things she shares with you all show that you care about her. These acts make her feel seen, heard, and appreciated. At the same time, avoid smothering her with too much attention. Giving her space allows her to miss you and creates anticipation for the next time you're together. This doesn't mean playing games or making her wonder if you're interested. It's about maintaining a healthy balance between showing affection and allowing her to have her independence. The key is to make her feel wanted, but not overwhelmed. When she has the space to reflect on how much she enjoys being with you, she'll naturally crave more of your time and attention. The balance between making her feel special and giving her space is crucial in building a lasting connection. When you can master this art, she'll feel both loved and free, which is the perfect combination for creating deep, lasting feelings of love and desire. 8. Show emotional strength during tough times. While vulnerability is crucial for building a connection, women also admire men who can stay emotionally strong during difficult times. This doesn't mean hiding your emotions or pretending nothing affects you, but rather demonstrating emotional resilience and the ability to manage challenging situations without falling apart. Emotional strength means that when life gets hard, you stay grounded, take action, and don't let setbacks or hardships shake your core. For instance, if you experience a personal or professional setback, such as losing a job or facing a major obstacle, women appreciate a man who can remain calm, composed, and proactive. Instead of complaining or becoming overly negative, show that you can assess the situation, develop a plan, and move forward with determination. Women are deeply attracted to men who have a steady hand during the storms of life. It's this emotional stability that creates an unshakable sense of security for her, knowing that you can be relied upon when things go wrong. Being emotionally strong also means being patient and thoughtful when disagreements or challenges arise within the relationship. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting anger control your behavior, take a step back, stay calm, and approach the situation with empathy and understanding. Women notice when you can maintain emotional control during conflict, and it makes them feel safer in the relationship. Over time, this emotional strength will be something she deeply values, and it will make her fall even harder for you. And there you have it. 8 powerful actions that can make any woman fall deeply in love with you. Now it's your turn to put them into practice and watch the results unfold. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more tips, and drop a comment below with which one you're going to try first. See you in the next one.